Today, the 11th of August 2012, there were 8 earthquakes in Iran. They were virtually on the same spot. 2 of them were magnitude 6+ earthquakes. This is significant, and I will explain why. If we look at the USGS website, we will see the data for these earthquakes today. It shows the time, it shows the exact location in latitude and longitude. It also shows the depth. And what is interesting about the depth is if you look at these earthquakes, all of them are 10 kilometers or less in depth. Now this is a sure sign. I will not say an absolute sure sign, but it is an indication that these earthquakes were artificially generated with HAARP technology. I've seen the same HAARP technology, the same signature where multiple earthquakes will set off in the same spot, have set off volcanoes. So it is possible that HAARP is aiming these earthquakes at Iran and possibly with the intention of targeting their nuclear facilities. What we are looking at here is a map with the known nuclear facilities that are located in Iran. Up at the top of the map, at the right, in the northwest of Iran, you'll notice that there is a research reactor named Bonab, and these earthquakes were very, very close to Bonab, as I will illustrate. If you look at this Google map, you will see the location of the earthquake. I used the coordinates from the USGS website. I pasted them into Google, and I zoomed in on the location. You will notice that I used the ruler to estimate the distance from the exact location of the earthquake to the Bonab research reactor site, and the distance is only 59 miles. Now, for a large earthquake, this is not not an extreme distance to cause damage. Earlier on, I mentioned HAARP and how HAARP may be involved in these earthquakes today. I'm not going to explain exactly how HAARP works, but if you would like to know more about HAARP, then all you need to do is to go on to YouTube and type in the words "how does HAARP work," and you'll find numerous videos by experts on the subject. But I will tell you that HAARP beams huge amounts of energy upwards, and this energy is reflected off the ionosphere back to the earth, and when it hits the earth, it generates earthquakes. It's not a perfect technology. There are disruptions in our atmosphere, on the ionosphere, and so HAARP cannot be used with extreme accuracy. So if you consider their technology, and then possibly this reactor was targeted from thousands and thousands of miles away. In America, 59 miles is a short distance. I then zoomed in on using my Google Maps software and discovered that there is a village only 5 miles away from the epicenter of these 8 earthquakes today, called Bulverde village. And it is not known what is in Bulverde village. Possibly there may be a nuclear reactor site there that is not common knowledge to the whole world, and this particular village may have been the target. Finally, I tried to determine if anyone else had made this connection. When I saw these earthquakes, I just immediately thought HAARP. It was my first thought that entered my mind. So I did a search, and I discovered there on Godlike Productions that there had been a conversation taking place there with people assuming exactly what I had thought. And so things have been pretty quiet lately with the Olympics. The focus is on Syria and the problems that are there. However, Iran is still a huge problem. Several months ago, they said that there was a limited amount of time for military action due to the fact that within a certain amount of months, Iran would be able to develop the uranium to the level where they could make nuclear weapons. And so America and Israel and the West are determined to stop Iran with regard to developing their nuclear technology. So what has happened here is significant, and we will have to wait to see how things are going to develop in the weeks ahead.